name is Elicia Gonzalez, and I am originally from Colorado. And when people ask me where, I usually just say Denver because that's what people know. But I technically grew up in Broomfield, and it actually wasn't until moving from Broomfield, Colorado, to Denver into a more urban environment that I first discovered Prince in his entirety. And so I just remember seeing him and being completely fascinated and in awe of this person that was born to me that day, Prince. And so the music married with this person who, he even says in his song, I'm not a man, I'm not a woman, I'm something you'll never understand. So cut to me the next year, we moved from Broomfield and I start to explore Prince more, and I insist that my room has to be purple. So my mom was a little bit confused as to why I was so excited about this purple situation. She forced me to have it a little bit more of a calm purple because of, needing to sell the house maybe at some point. So we settled on grape float, but everything was purple, everything was purple in my room. So that was my experience early on of Prince. And I think it was very much so representative of what would happen with, my sexuality later in life. So when I started to recognize that the girl I thought was pretty or the girl that I wanted to be was actually something more of a sexual attraction, I didn't know what to do with any of that. So I pretty much denied my sexuality until later college years. And then it just was this nagging sensation, if you will, that wouldn't go away, this attraction to women, this idea about exploring my sexuality more deeply. And so I moved to New York in 2001, and I pretty much dove headfirst into my sexuality. And I remember one night just really vividly walking into Escuelita and just falling in love. I literally felt like I could have fallen to the floor and kissed the ground because there were just so many beautiful women there, of all different shades and shapes and sizes and, butch and femme or whatever. And of course, drag performance and things like that. But I had never seen anything like that in Colorado. I felt like, oh my God, there's this whole other world that I have to explore that I have no idea what is about to happen. But I kept kind of exploring this sexuality path. And I think for me, queerness and sexuality go hand in hand. So I think, Prince was a very outspoken and continues to be this really outspoken figure, very blatantly sexual, with most early on anyway. A lot of his lyrics had to do with sex and sexuality in a way that was very unapologetic. And I think that that is who I am as a person and also who we try to be as an agency, which is unapologetically queer, unapologetically sex positive. Working at Galay, I feel like I've done that, and one of the ways that we tried to do that was by creating these videos that were called Pleasure Rush. Well, the project is called Pleasure Rush, and Pleasure Rush produced these videos that were basically examples of different ways that you can express your sexuality without talking about condoms. So for lack of a better word, it was basically soft porn. Soft only in the sense that was no penetration, but for all other purposes, it looked like there were these two guys having sex. So we put out these videos. They were well received. People liked the videos. And so I feel really proud of the fact that, the roots of, having this love and passion for Prince directly ties into the work that we do at Galay now and absolutely into who I am as a person. And I feel very privileged to do that. I know that not very many people can have different parts of their lives aligned in that way, but I feel very aligned. I think for me growing up, I'm a prime example of, I didn't see other, girls who looked like me, who talked like me, who thought like me, where I was from. And so I want to be able to let others know that there's all kinds of us, right? That there's all kinds of queer people. And some of us have actually really good stories. It's not all devastation, doom and gloom, oh, I got kicked out of my family's house, I've had really fortunate luck with family, with friends, career, and I feel fortunate that I get to be my whole self every single day.